clan choke coming into that first map as fnatic pull it right back with style. And now we go into FaZe's pick of Mirage. I don't know what's going on. I don't know where their heads are at. But what I do know is this is bound to be a banger.
Yeah, man. That was wild, dude. fnatic looked like Homer Shrimpson, you know, like just choking out FaZe. Or, you know, Bart, I guess, if we're going down that metaphor. Alex setting them up with a flashy, but Chiquinho's getting flashy ahead of time. He takes out Twistzz, who's deep, and he even tags and finishes off Brokey. That's actually Crims to help out. Rain, good for the first, but traded. It's all on Karrigan and shot through the box. Chiquinho gives us one hell of a pistol round. I feel like he only saw like 2 of the people he ends up killing, and yet he does, you know, 380 damage, give or take.
Yeah, sick round out of Chiquinho. And, you know, I feel like it was easy to dog on him for that first game. Definitely nerves coming into play and inside of the Na'Vi matchups, right? We all see what I'm talking about. But, you know, he's finding his footing back on this main orb role, Harry. You got to remember, it was his role coming into fnatic. Obviously, JW is still in the team. He was rifling at that point, taking second orbs, etc., sometimes spawns. And, you know, it's going to take time for this guy to get back into the form that we know he can have. And, well, right now, that first map was a great start from him, and this pistol is no exception. FaZe, they do take it light and breezy. They don't overplay their hand. Bomb down, but they just get pistols and more flashes to get out into this A site.
Oh, but shot in the back of the head, and that's the bomb as well. So now these rotations, if they weren't already believing, are going to start to peel on over. Should be a pretty cut and dry situation here, and it is. It's cut, it's dry. It's like... bad
meat.
Yeah, I was going to say something along that line, but I don't eat meat, so I don't know what the bad meat is. What's the biggest meat you've ever... Hang on. Never mind.
I've had steak, I guess, is where I take that innocently. Don't know what you were implying there, but...
Well, right now, you know, FaZe are trying to not get T-boned themselves, Hugo.
That's true, that's true. Got to check those rear views sometimes, Harry. You never know who's behind you. Well, fnatic are up in front. Smooth sailing. Chiquinho, he's feeling it right now. Scope in his hand and a plan to take down Brokey. The AWPers clash with no AWPs involved. And Chiquinho comes out on top. Now just FaZe left in middle with little utility. Creepy crawly for Olof. Brollan's going to deal with him. So both fights for FaZe come up with a lot of damage, but no kill. fnatic sit pretty, but they also sit scared. Even a single bullet to these 2 players could change the outcome of the round. Chiquinho swapped guns. Needs to get his util out. Maybe flash Brollan. Won't need it. He's already dead. Bomb spotted. And Alex activated, trying to trap them. They come back to him. And we know what this guy's like with the mowdowns on this gun. They actually reroute Palace instead. Oh, he saw them. He saw the bomb.
Oh.
No question about it.
Yeah. And now, you know, FaZe debated. Mirage overrated. Alex activated, coming in on this flank, but Karrigan gets the better of him. And look at a flipped script like this, Hugo. This was meant to be the fnatic read. This was meant to be them walking away with a 3-0, but suddenly it's all on mezii. There's one, but dead shortly thereafter.
Little lineup there. Got nervous for a moment. Maybe with a real gun.
Was he just tapping, or was he burst in that? I couldn't even tell. Yeah, it was like...
It was a bit of a combo of both. It wasn't burst fire, surely. I heard a single bullet go out.
All right.
Nice try. No one's going to do it. Although it's not 1.6, but it's not the worst. It's not the worst.
I tried dedicating a solid, like, 2 weeks to learning burst.
You had some
famous.
great burst shots, I will admit.
You can get okay with it, but like it's just never better than not bursting.
Yeah,
so
you know, why, if you want to burst, just fire 3 bullets, lol.
Yeah.
And then stop. And then do it again.
Yeah, but it's...
Ooh, they're going through. They're coming through. Rain with a double, though. He will deny the USP space in the ramp. More B pushing, and this is going to continue to get held, especially after Alex gets found out on the flank last round. Olof delivered a freebie, and is he ready for another man who's gone out under? Is that something FaZe are cognizant of? They're not going to see it. Brokey will, Karrigan not. Alex doesn't want to move anyway. He knows that fnatic at this point in the round, FaZe just have to wait. They have to sit back, and if anything comes to them, they'll take it. If not, they'll group and hit a bomb site. So trying to toe the line in between info and death. And Alex has towed it pretty well.
Oh, hello. Twistzz has seen a barrel. It goes both ways, and Alex will get one of those, but now they're just going to run on by Brollan alone up in this A bomb site, in towards an empty B. We should try and save the Bs, but that's an unrelated matter for another day. Right now they're saving Deegs. Deegs nuts, am I right?
Well, it's not nuts in this round. They just get denied on all fronts, Harry.
But it was just pistols, Hugo. Yeah. Now they get to bring the big guns into play. I'm talking, you know, AWP. I'm talking
AUG.
AUG, that's the org. I didn't know what you were spelling at first.
Ow. They got double AWP as well. Mezii's joining Jaquinho on this one, so that's exciting. Oh, Jaquinho's stuck out lower. He got blocked on something, and Rain just going to take it down for free before the top mid smoke plumes. That could have even saved Jaquinho. Charging it down. Alex with a one-way. Oh, no better man for the job. Lines up almost two. Doesn't take the second, though. He had a chance. Rather just keep it in a 4v4, send FaZe back. Alex, every round he's spotting that bomb and he's uprooting the plan of FaZe. They now have to play the mind game. Do we recommit B with fnatic knowing? And do we do it late, or do we just rotate round as fnatic would expect? Alex is looking for even more, but he doesn't know about Rain.
Oh, no! Oh, okay. It's very, very weird there. Everyone is surprised by Brollan, and all across the board, there's just little surprises hidden in this one.
Yeah, backstab city right now. I don't want to bring it back to eggs, Harry, but there's like the chocolate ones, the old Kinders. Full of surprises they are.
Oh, like the Kinder eggs.
Yeah.
Right, like the surprise eggs.
Is that what they call? They are called that, aren't they?
Don't know, and I know that was a big YouTube trend for the longest time. Like,
wow, it's a little bit of plastic.
We've filled this egg with surprises. Watch till the end, because there's surprises throughout.
Yeah, like 12-3s going the other way. Don't turn off at halftime. You'll come to regret it. Always come back for the comeback. And now FaZe starting strong, as we know, means nothing in this series, but it's at least a sigh of relief, right? After a pretty harrowing way to go down on Overpass, and it was the T side they did it on as well. Starting strong on their map pick, far more comfortable here, and mezii saving that second AWP that never really got to get involved in this one.
Yeah, so that's a third on the board for FaZe. They're stumbling back to their feet, you know. If that first map has taught me anything, it's that I'm never prepared to say, like, oh, they're looking a lot better, because, you know, there's always a second half to be played. But hell, man, this is something to grasp onto. Also, yeah, the reason why I looked a bit confused there, Hugo, when you said Kinder Egg, obviously we're in Germany, and I never thought about how odd that name is.
Yeah.
At first, I thought you were saying child egg. I was like, I don't know what that means.
Children don't lay eggs, Harry. I mean, humans in general don't lay eggs. Not since, you know, the incident.
Not since the incident?
We don't talk about it.
Yeah, also, well, yeah, you know, I don't think we need to go into the biology of eggs and humans and, you know, what came first, the human or the egg? mezii. He's done something.
Trying to tie it in there.
Yeah.
Failing, of course.
Nice flash to allow the push, but Twistzz, he can fight while blind. You can scratch out his eyes. He'll still give you a run for your money.
Oh.
What just happened?
Not sure, but regardless of what it is, it's fine for FaZe. They're still aware of the Palace position. Flash in. Jaquinho stares into that one. Don't look into the lunar eclipse. Does it twice. all the util you need. You don't have a Molotov or smoke to stop him, so just bombard him with flashes. Not where I wanted to go with that.
All right, Brian Cox.
Yeah.
There are millions
more
of
flashes, and there are grains of sand on every beach in the world. Alex, he's got to clear the corner. He does. Alex is on one. No kit. 2v2 with the retakes going through. Or is it?
Alex, yeah, mate, running out of time, and he knows that he's just going to get the AWP and get out of there. I knew you were a man of many talents, Hugo, but I didn't know you could work the cocks like that, man. That's impressive. That's Brian Cox, Professor Brian Cox.
Yeah, clarify that. Professor, yeah, throw some respect on that name, Harry. Right. Another buy round now. That was, remember, only a saved AWP, and fnatic make it pretty damn close. They make it pretty nice. And now they've got the double orb yet again. Saved on was one, and Jakino joins him. More orgs. Little boost on the ramp, but the Molotov gets in the way, and Brokey misses that cross shot to Crims, who will be in the connector. They know. Nate goes in, does nothing.
Yeah, but he's still getting info, right? He's like a forward scout right now, is Crims. And he's letting you know that mid looks pretty good. Twistzz will connect something with that spam, and I can't blame Brollan for not wanting to hang around. Re-smoke down in top cop. That opens up a pathway for like a mid to be. Alternatively, Karrigan could try to use this in a way that, you know, a lot of teams do, where you edge your way through the smoke up onto the stairs. Lot of util going into B, but the bomb has just been dropped back in the apartments. They're seeing what Karrigan can get away with on this timing right now, applying pressure to B, hoping to draw attention away and give Karrigan something to exploit. mezii alone at the B bomb site. They're going back on the side of FaZe into the double stack at A. Karrigan blinds himself. No, this is very, very quick. And now Brollan hears the footsteps. Well, this is FaZe maybe outbraining themselves a little bit here.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? Like, obviously the flash was meant to go over the wall for CT. He kind of didn't want that to happen, but the fact that fnatic don't even rotate, and that's because they're holding on B. mezii getting the kill, and Brokey now just trying his hand at the clutch. He can't. AWP for Jakino wins that one, and it's fnatic finding a third. Yeah, unfortunate, right? Karrigan not wanting to go through murder hole and try and rat market after his team have already fell. And a good B hold there for fnatic that keeps them standing strong on A. Yeah, the self flash, far from perfect.
Oh man, that's very sad, but you know, it happens.
Oh, spawn taken, but nothing there, not yet. Twistzz is creeping in. Jakino won't go any further, so as long as Twistzz doesn't peek, it's a stalemate with no result. Stale off just sounds like, you know, leaving bread out in the open.
Stale off. Who goes stale first? Is it the wheaty?
I don't know. Who will hold and who will mold? That's mold with an O.
Yeah. Oh, that's good, man. There's a lot of bread-based puns, isn't there? Well, we'll cut this bit of chatter, and now that was meant to be like Shabata. Oh, Jakino with the AWP. Both the AWPs finding success, and it just keeps on coming. Another over in the palace, and this round is looking as good as done for FaZe.
Yeah, now they're looking for B kills, and there's no one even there. Oh my goodness, walking into more scopes. Brokey's made noise. Brollan gives it up, goes over, and Brokey's gonna meet him right in spawn. Smooth moves for Brokey. He kind of hopped through the window room, but it didn't matter. 4 rounds for fnatic. That triple opening kill off the 2 AWPs is everything. That essentially decides the round. And they lose the bomb in Palace as well. I said Jakino won't go further. He did. He pushed in through Palace with the AWP. If he dies there, that just looks stupid, really, but beautiful play from him. Like this, like what is that? That's crazy. That shouldn't work. And then he even follows up dropping the bomb. Great round out of Jaquinho, feeling a lot more fluid than that first day. And into Deagles now, FaZe dismay.
Yeah, this is another one of these, you know, I'm kind of hesitant to even ever call it a lead. Like, they did have it, but it's so early days that it wasn't established. This is like a far earlier activation of fnatic. That was the case back in their Na'Vi series as well, right? Kind of took them a while to warm into it back on Overpass there. And then come the second map, they were already off to the races a lot sooner. We're getting that again.
Oh,
Jaquinho pretends to shoot the guy in com. We've all been there. But it shouldn't matter, right? Oh, Twistzz Deagle. That is a dangerous thing indeed. mezii doesn't want to peek and give the B-bomb site away. I love how safe he's playing this. So many players would just go, oh man, it's only a Deagle. I'll just swing him. It's the one guy. But not mezii. He actually waits for Crims to rotate over so that he has a trade, so that if he dies, the B site isn't given over with an AWP for a clutch. It's just very, very safe. Very, very heads up. Like, not taking any unnecessary risks. And I love that.
Yeah, like, you know, one of the most inexperienced players at this level. I guess, like, it almost feels insulting to say that, but when you're comparing yourself to someone like Crims or Alex, like, it's just a factual statement. But, yeah, we see why Alex gives him so much praise, and so many players have who have played alongside this guy, right? He's just a solid pair of hands. And an IGL's dream is the quote. Well, we see why. Brollan got to deal with a big old A take. They're running it down. No more util left apart from on Twistzz. The flashes have all gone through. The smokes too. Bit of a boost to stop the bomb plant. Crim sending Brollan up, and he sees a leg inside of the smoke, taking down Rain, waiting on top of the stairs. Oh dear, now it gets very hard. You need this plant in, and Crims has just spammed out another player. That's that experience, knowing the angles, knowing the dangles. Brokey's going to drop Brollan. Crims is backed up. Alex is keeping pressure on CT with no smokes. The plant's not easy. Alex is even going to get involved and try and stop it, killing the cover and going right through the triple. It is read by Karrigan. Good awareness, but now he's trapped off. They're both spamming each other through this smoke. Karrigan takes the kill, doesn't drop off though, and maybe that could have been his chance. Now it's mezii's. Yeah,
Brokey left to be, had a pretty quiet game so far, and not gonna be able to get this clutch over the line. mezii wrecks him. Woo. Oh, okay.
Go back around, do it again. One more for good measure.
Yeah. Screw it, don't even defuse. Show how cocky you really are.
Give FaZe 12 rounds and come back in the second half.
Mate, like, you know, say what you will about Alex. He gives us very, very exciting games at the very least, right? It's like, boys, I think at about round 13 is where we're really going to start trying. So till then,
just have fun.
Just see what you can do.
Yeah. Good clutch out of mezii. Yeah, would have loved seeing Karrigan just drop off there right into sandwich. He's trying to get the info for his teammate. He's trying to, you know, fight CT, set his friend up for the trade, but, you know, 10 health. If he gets repeat, there's no way he's living.
It's heartbreaking as well, because, like, Brokey's so often synonymous with having, like, you know, being a very, very good clutch player, right? And I think oftentimes those are the kind of rounds he wins fairly easily. But I think this is a real sign of the time, right? There was full confidence on the swing from mezii. He blows him out the water. He's keeping this double AWP in play as well, which has been a treat to watch. Plus, I said we had to look at Jaquinho a lot. He's been really good, like, just solid, you know. I'm not going to say, like, he's the next best thing out there, but he's nailed every shot he had to. He's not a liability. He's getting these openers. He's given a lot of space to the fnatic squad.
Yeah, very important.
It's night and day compared to that opening matchup, and it's given me a lot more faith in this fnatic team.
Yeah. No, I agree with everything you said. Alex moving in. Oh, he sees Nom on the nade points. The animation that lets Olof down. And Alex back to the van. Scot-free with the deep smoke. FaZe will not go through, and that's so unfortunate for Olof. He would not have been full cleared there unless he pulled the nade. Oh, if that headshot hit, I would have a screamer. But luckily enough, Rain lives to tell the tale. FaZe group up in middle with all 4 members. Short smoke, gonna try and get up connector. And there's the headshot from the AWP this time around from Chiquinho. He hits those, looking for more. Got to care that ramp play. He's got Palace to control those. No cross allowed. Brollan denies the first. Now he's just playing with his food. Chiquinho flicks, and he should know they're getting closer. They're jumping across on the bench. He's ready for it. Bomb dropped, and the second player into the sandwich. Or Chiquinho, he takes a bite out of it.
It's like I was saying, Chiquinho's the next best thing, right?
Yeah,
like,
exactly, yeah.
Mad. Fnatic 7-4. And as we were kind of drawing some parallels to this in the RV game, you know, it has some similarities. They're off to the races here. And FaZe, now the question gets flipped onto them. I think no longer are we looking at Fnatic and saying, oh, you know, it's FaZe's map pick. Oh, they had that slow start, blah, blah, blah. I think Fnatic are raring to go. They're looking for a 2-0. The real test of character now is you look at Carrigan, you look at this experienced team of players, and you say, look, you guys need solutions or else this is done. And with Chiquinho only getting more and more confident, it's setting a worrying precedent, right? He's so oppressive on this map. This is not a Chiquinho we've really seen yet. And so once again, he gets the opener. He goes 2 for 1. He started his team off brilliantly. FaZe are now left to try and pick up the pieces of a round that's crumbling apart. And all that's happening is it's getting worse and worse. Brollan with this AUG, he makes it look so damn good.
All right, stop buying AUGs, folks. Stop buying me M4. Stop dropping them over. Have the AK. I'm playing scopes now. I mean, we've been through so many iterations of AUG meta, of teams picking them up, putting them down, picking them back up over time. And you know, with the AUG never changing in any of this, right? Just preference and just moment. I think we need to see a lot more of it. Like teams like fnatic are making this gun look deadly.
I mean, also like the team they're up against prolifically, guys like Carrigan were always keen
he was
to
the OG AUG player, absolutely.
And mate, no, it really is. It's lovely to see. It gives you a lot of like mid-range options. At close range, it can one-tap, mate, like an AK. So no more of that annoying, I dinked him, and if only I had the same gun.
Well, we did see the old 99 and 1.
Yeah, you know, that does happen.
But not always. I mean, if it was an M4, it'd be even less. So, yeah, that's a good point. I think the one thing that gets in the way of the AUG, which is always going to mean the M4 is supreme, not just the money, but the fact that, you know, you've spent thousands of hours, 10,000 hours, cracking the AK and the M4 spray. These are the guns that you really know well. And so the AUG one is new, it's different. It's arguably easier, but it's something else. And so you've got to pick that up and put in a lot of time to get it perfect. But we've seen people like Alex just mowing kids down. And when you scope in, it's really not difficult to control that either. Not in comparison to some of the other weapons. Deek's out though. However, Chiquinho here to stop him. Doesn't want this round getting out of hand. Scope up and goodbye Carrigan. He's just looking quick, man. He doesn't need a second to react. Brokey's got an AUG and he favors the Deeg. 1v3, easy. Oh, easy. Lemon, squeezy, and mezii.
Bloody hell.
Gets squashed into a juice.
Yeah, we drinking mezii juice tonight.
Weird plant.
Weird plant indeed. What's the idea behind this for Brokey? He's hiding at a bench, both players moving through the market together. Fnatic, the one thing we've been crediting for is, you know, how safe they play rounds like this, how they always look for trade potential, and they're really not about giving you a one-on-one. Now, this is exactly what Brokey wanted. It's a 1v1, but Brollan trades it out, and so it's kept belonging to Fnatic after all. Brollan holds his nerve in the clutch. Him and Chiquinho giving us a phenomenal game right now.
I feel like you could have just saved the AK there over the AWP, bro. Like, money is basically maxed out at this point with 2 rounds left. I mean, that's a small detail, but something to remember when you're near the end of the half and when you're picking out what to save. Look at your money quickly. When you see 4 guys on 10K.
They ain't AK players, they're AUG players.
That's true.
Bro.
I mean, I made that joke earlier, but I didn't actually think it was, you know, going to happen. Brollan, he was the one who closed the round with the AK.
Cut you off, like,
yeah, no, it's fine.
It is a legitimate point.
You did it again, so it's okay. You try, and you try again, Harry. Now over to you with the news and the weather. How's the traffic?
The news, the weather, and the traffic. I do it all. Well, right now, the star signs have aligned, Hugo.
Yep.
And it's affecting the news, weather, traffic station. Chiquinho. Oh.
He lives, though.
Out into the A site go the rest of FaZe. Brollan smoked off in CT. The alarm bells are going off.
Whoa!
For Fnatic, or at least they were. That kill from Brollan tips the scales once again.
Try it again.
Oh my God, Brollan, leave him alone! How How's he managed that? Rain's on a big flank down through lower tunnels, so right now Brokey is completely alone in this site, and the bomb is not even planted for Rain's flank. They can just stick it. They've won the round. It literally doesn't matter. Rain can kill physically every person he runs into, and it was unwinnable because of where the bomb is planted. Rain wasn't destined to win that as far as FaZe were concerned. He was just meant to throw a bit of a spanner in the works in the rotations.
Yeah, you weren't expecting to get, turned into mincemeat in that round in this site, right? Like, not only Twistzz walking up on CT, that's why we see Brollan keep the org, like, just deletes the first player. Karrigan comes in the flick, and then, once Brollan's there, he's just feeling it. He's chasing down Brokey on the bomb site with the org. Bye-bye. And Brollan, 19 and 5. We've been hyping up, singing praise to Jaquinho, and for good reason, but man, Brollan is just feeling it as well. 10 to 4, and we got an 11. Jaquinho another strong start, and Crims a bitter finish, taking 2 out of middle, forces the rush into another orb.
Well, this is looking pretty beat, isn't it, FaZe? Olaf and Twistzz, the two to try and tick a 5th round over in a 2-on-5. Oh, I'm getting nervous even about these wallbang attempts, mate. Olaf low on HP, 1 kill to his name. He's fallen all the way back. Twistzz is playing around in the smoke, and Alex wants to bring the fight to him. fnatic are looking for a very dominant CT side, and they're looking for a 2-0. Oh, the pop flash. Not even needed, because Alex mows him down without it. No flashes today, only headshots for the Org Kings of fnatic. They go into this second half with one hell of a lead.
Я чувствую, у нас есть шансы, Дима.
Он ли хедшот, да?
Что-то Дима, у тебя тиммейт вообще ни о чем сказал. Я никогда с него не стреляю.
Слева.
Oh, what a treat. What a series this is shaping up to be. After a first half like that, there's no way this could come back to hurt you.
That's probably exactly what FaZe said to themselves coming into the second half of Overpass. And well, if you missed that one, we're on map 2. fnatic are a map up. They're in the lead, 11-4. It's an unsinkable ship. All this and more into their T side.
Yes, let's take stock of this, right? We've only got the one smoke on Jaquinho. Flash as well to try and get his teammates in. The smoke looking like it's combound to try and block off some of these points of rotation, maybe give Alex a bit of an easier time of things. And moving on up through middle, especially as his teammates pour out through ramp. Now it's Rain to open. Twistzz gonna tap a head off of Crims as well. And this is a nice looking pistol round for FaZe Clan. Just mezii and Alex left. Britain's got to do it to him.
Oh dear, and maybe in the next round instead, mezii's gone, and that's a nice clean pistol for FaZe with Rain at the opener as well. Worth noting, coming into this second half, FaZe only had 2 out of the 15 available opening duels. Both of those kills coming from Rain, so now all 3 in this map. And that was something they struggled with as well back on the T side of Overpass. Well, FaZe, they had to win it. And now this series could heat up yet again. fnatic are not going to get ahead of themselves, no. No bomb plant, no buy. Take a Glocky, die quick, go next.
And I'm going to refer everyone to Hugo's tattoo that he has right above his bum crack. And that is Zonic's tweet. The 11-4 scoreline is the most dangerous lead in Counter-Strike.
Sonic actually, he tattooed it personally as well. It's really botched. Like, he's not a tattoo
guy.
No, but, you know, I needed the seal of approval. I needed the real deal.
You didn't want to be lying to people. Like, that's like an NFT, basically.
Yeah, it's actually illegible, but, you know, there's, there's ink in my skin. And there's wind in fnatic's sails.
Ice in the veins of FaZe, though, right? While we're talking elements, we may as well bring them all into play. Look at this, a dirty round from fnatic.
This is incredible. Like, they're doing track and field right now, passing the baton back and forth. 100-meter sprint, into a relay, into a cross-country, into middle.
It's a lot of running-based events. I feel like you could have diversified the old portfolio a little bit, maybe some shot put in there, but not meant to be. The only shots getting put through are from the FaZe side. They find all the kills, and they go flawless up against the Glocks. But that's because they were up against Glocks, right? Now the AKs come through. Now the big guns come out.
And it would be a pretty long jump, a far reach to maybe argue that FaZe could pull this one back, Harry. But let's see. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. We've certainly got the clout. It's up to 6, and you know the score's actually not that irredeemable for FaZe, but fnatic, no sleepers at this wheel. Buyers in, full AKs up against the fami. And it's a quick A pop.
Yeah, Lamp Splash going over Rain, should be dead, and he is. Jaquinho and mezii both getting openers. And in reality, this should be the round. Like, 2 kills come in, that should be the extent of it. Now, I think FaZe is still keen to hover about, you know, like a fly, see what they can get away with, because they're buying up next round anyway. This was their bonus attempt. That kill from the SMG is certainly going to entice you to give this a look in.
Yeah, if anything, you want to die to get the guns to the next.
Right?
But it's fine, you know, if you delay it, the danger of that, of delaying your real weapons, is the fact that this score is getting out of control. Luckily enough, the kills are coming in. It's just a shame no one else from FaZe is in position. Good flash from top mid, but with it, Karrigan can't call the retake. His team are out of that one. So that's fine. FaZe, they're going to buy up around it. They're going to get probably an AWP into this next round. But fnatic, that's exactly what they wanted. Unlucky. Karrigan with a yoink. Gets an AK as well. So, yeah, it's actually a good round for FaZe, but fnatic 4 away from closing this map and series today.
Yeah, lovely openers as well out of mezii and Jaquinho, right? I always love that Lamp Splash going over. It feels so strong whenever you have a sight player like Rain there.
That was just a super deep one for Palace, so that was flying over the roof. So, you know, it's Lamp's more for like close round, triple, CT, but that one's just going to destroy you if you're hiding at the back of the bomb site. Twistzz swinging. Oh my god, he wants to get involved. He's already taken one with him. Oh, the nade pickup, they might have heard it, and they all peek him together. Alex with the frag. Smoke down deep as well. This means you're not going to get spammed out as easily to stop that bomb plant, right? You can actually take the jungle. You have room to move. And as these fade, you can push through into connector. Molotov stalls you out, and FaZe, oh, it's not pretty.
These A-takes are brutal, and you know, you didn't give that last round to go. You once more want to give this one a bit of a look-see, see if they give you a way back in. And with Karrigan falling, that might have to seal the deal here for FaZe. They're out of there. fnatic are up onto 13. Thus far, all they've dealt FaZe are these fast plays into the A-bomb site with pretty bare bones utility as well, almost kind of inviting the fights from FaZe Clan. They really want to take this AWP away. The only way you're going to reliably have the AWP is if it's saved here, and Brokey will not escape the clutches of Crims. That's also a free AWP for fnatic to use now.
Cheers.
And look, man, if you had managed to save that on Brokey, he could have dropped an M4, Olof could have dropped an M4. You would have had like an all right little mishmash buy. They do commit to the investment, but boy, is it lacking now.
Olof dropped an AWP, but Brokey didn't drop him anything back, I don't think. Olof's now... Okay,
no, he had to save the AK.
Oh, of course, yeah. I couldn't see it on the ground. Phew. Well, you do have that AWP at least now for FaZe, still in play. Brokey's going to give up window as the fast middle move comes in for fnatic. Oh, leg shot, Twistzz low, finished off by Brollan, and now The world is yours to do with as you please. You could split either bomb site. You have a player lurking either which way. No more kills going to get given up in middle, right? Brokey's watching window from market, rotating CT, leaving 2 at B. And that's exactly where fnatic are grouping for right now. Karrigan, is that deep B smoke? He's got the lineups. Very nice. Will they do anything with it, or is it just to scare fnatic away from taking apartments, going to clear their corners? You're definitely going to be scared here.
Because they haven't been peeking this early.
They just don't believe it. They don't care.
Well, you know, Alex, we know he doesn't respect smokes.
Yeah,
That's like his whole mantra is like, I'll just walk through it, and they probably aren't holding it. And so the rest of the team buy into that, and they reap the reward of it. Karrigan alone on the short side, they know that he's leaning this way. They're trying to locate him, and Crims will deliver that swiftly over. fnatic are on to 14. This is very, very convincing, and yeah, it's a little bit of a shame there for FaZe. You know, they didn't have anyone playing plat early, so when you throw that deep smoke in, it really is just like a hope that they respect it on the side of fnatic.
Even so, I admire the fact that they push through that. It's very, maybe even the molly gives it away, right? Like, oh, they're throwing all this util from the bomb site. You know, they're even mollying it as well. I don't know. Don't know what the read is there for fnatic, but it's a perfect one. Or maybe it's just the call, as Alex is on cat, guys, I'm on cat, just go, it will be fine. Worst case, you trade it, and I get up short, and we just wreck this B play. And FaZe had just moved Brokey out of position. Think about Brokey in the CT half. He's had many orbs. He's just never been in the limelight. He's never had a gunfight in the right position. Always locked out, or dead first, or, you know, retaking. Brokey's not even been able to get back into this game, and it's not even his fault. So this is one where he has to throw himself in heads first. Both of them.
Yeah. Two-headed beast of Brokey. And they're going to try and do the fast boost into the apartments. There's the swing, but Jaquinho, all it does is tee up the opener on a silver platter. Now, Karrigan will get one, but he should be traded. I don't know how he's managed to get out of there, but he has. Still, the only defender is on with a P250, and he's pretty casually brushed aside. mezii activates this late lurk, and this is done, mate. We can stick a fork in this one. FaZe, they cannot seem to set a foot right. This is a fired-up fnatic. This is a FaZe clan that looked real hot to open up the day. And I think, you know, it's that idea of the bigger they are, the harder they fall, right? Sure. You came into this looking so good. It looked like you were going to blow fnatic out the water. Then you have that comeback happen. And it feels like it's just wrecked the mental game of FaZe right now. You know, that's like a real pseudo-psychological look in, like, but... hell, like, there's no staying power. There's nothing.
Yeah, everything that could go wrong has gone wrong, right? Even with the right read there, Brokey's in position to take the 1v1v Jaquinho, and man, this guy is just not missing a beat right now. That being Jaquinho, just form on that CT side in the first map, and now keeping it up here on Mirage as well. It's him and Brollan leading the pack at 22 and 21 respectively. So, an excellent game out of fnatic, and now all they got to do is tie a bow on it. Brokey finally finds the first, getting Jaquinho up catwalk. But will that really put a stop to fnatic?
Olaf with a good time, a good reaction to drop Alex out of the round. And so finally FaZe have got something to hold on to here. Been a long time coming. fnatic are just going to group up and attempt an A play with the 3 players they've got left. 2 smokes to make this happen, right? You could look to go for the jungle stairs, lock off those, you know, that side, and only have to worry about this CT AWP of Brokey. With how Jaquinho's looked in head-to-heads, I wonder where Brokey's confidence is at, because he's been getting beaten, as you say, avoided a lot of the time. Still, you like to think he's got a better chance of beating Crims with the AWP. Let's see. Will Crims surprise us? There's no smokes, not really anything going in outside of this flashbang. The molly is going to force this fight out of the sandwich player, and Crims collects that free kill onto Rain. They know about Brokey's AWP. They don't know about Twistzz. That's the unknown entity. But you can expect, you can imagine, right, that these rotations are coming in. There's Twistzz with 1, and now they learn about this man in jungle. mezii's going to trade that out. jiggling out into the open, not ever giving Brokey this fight that he's hoping for. fnatic, 10 seconds, this bomb's got to go down, and mezii falls means Crims is a dead man. And FaZe, they will manage to find 7, but how many more do they get?
Yeah, unfortunate that mezii gets caught there on balcony. He was trying to provide cover to Crims on that one position that was, you know, plantable triple with only Brokey and CT spawn. But as soon as the cover's dead, Crims knows he can't stick, and it's the AWP to find the closer. Brokey opener and closer in that round. 15-7, FaZe, okay, they get 1, but we're not setting it up like it's a comeback story, not yet at least. FaZe have looked harrowed, shattered by that comeback in the first map. No AWP fight in middle, Jaquinho darts out. Brokey is here, holding the same flash in, and Brollan almost gets a double off the transfer, but Brokey's a little bit late to the peak, and he at least keeps things even. Olof, oh, it looked like he wanted to stay in front of it. Instead, back out through the Molotov and doesn't take much damage either. Alex is going to reset, join his team on this A site. He's not got any utility. He might even, you know, tell him to wait so he can go out first. Meanwhile, Rain under balcony, Brokey close by to rotate once he's cleared middle, and he's about to.
Yeah, he's going to completely switch it up, go all the way back to CT, but this could leave him out of position as they're actually taking the site, meaning that Rain has got to do it all up here on the scaffolding. That's a team flash, and oh no! Why have you done that? Rain, full white, and now Brokey dead. That is it. Yep. Over and done with here for sure. Olof and Carrigan, the 2 players left standing, and it feels like it's just a formality. As far as it could have gone wrong, that was just horrific. Rain was waiting so patiently. Yeah. So patient, tries to play it perfectly. Full white from CT. Oh. And now just Olof. As we say, it's a formality. 16-7 and a 2-0 for fnatic. Ooh, they've got some staying power. They've got the longevity.